Minister, there are over 15,000 children currently awaiting an assessment of need. By the end of this year, that number is expected to soar over 24,000 children. The law, as set out in the Disability Act, clearly states that these children must be assessed within 6 months, but only 7% of children are assessed within that time frame. Day after day, this government is breaking the law and, in doing so, failing vulnerable children. After more than a decade of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael run this department, neglect of children has reached limits none of us thought possible. To leave children waiting years for crucial interventions is nothing short of systemic child neglect. Every week, every month, without proper supports in schools and communities, this inflicts untold damage on these children's developments. This crisis disproportionately targets ordinary working families. It is ordinary working families that have been hit the hardest. Parents are forced to watch on as their children suffer, denied the correct supports at schools, the whole family bearing the mental and emotional strain. And these families are left with only two options: sit patiently, waiting years as all these pressures build on the family and their child suffers, or spend thousands of euros and pay privately for assessments. And of course, with all the government's failures, there are people in the private sector profiting on the back of it. Autism assessment 2,000, ADHD assessment 1,500, speech and language assessment 600, with follow-up sessions 90 euros each. Minister, what will this government say in 10 or 15 years' time to the children failed under your watch? Children have been waiting years for an assessment and left waiting years for the proper supports, because as of right now, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Lowry Independents are carving out an utterly shameful legacy of neglect of tens of thousands of children across the state. Minister, I couldn't name all the families that come to my door because there are too many. But what I can tell you is these families are struggling. Some are on second mortgages. Some have lost their house.
Thank you, Deputy.
Families torn apart by the cost and stress. Enough is enough. It's time to act now.
Deputy Paddy.